And we can't be so quick to be like, oh my gosh, stop it, throw it away, burn it. And you're crippling something that if you took it and you molded it the right way, it can be a beautiful gift that will blossom. Don't be so quick to condemn someone for their gift if it doesn't come in the package you expect. When I first started writing fiction, it wasn't appropriate. It wasn't. It was. It was very Zane-ish. I don't know why. And what's so crazy is I started writing this stuff when I was seventh grade. I was not sexually active, but for whatever reason, that is what I wrote. And the first time I wrote something, and I used to write it in these folders, prom folders. And I remember the first one was yellow. And my homegirl had it in her house, and her stepmom discovered it and brought it to my mom. My mom was like, "What is this?" And nothing to knock my mom, but I felt like she should have did what we did with a former student I had. I will never get her name. Shanera or Nadia, if you're watching this, please tag her, Jakayla. Jakayla wrote a story. And if for a seventh grader, you would think this is too much, but you could not deny the talent. You could not deny the plot and the conflict. The girl had a story going. And what was so ironic about it, of course, some of the teachers who found it like, oh my gosh. And they gave it to the counselor who was like, oh my gosh. And me and her mom talked one-on-one about it. And me and her mom was like, this was a good story. Like, and I said, and I remember telling Jakayla and her mom, I said, it's a good story. She just has to be mindful of make sure the wrong person doesn't get their hands on it. We were not necessarily okay with the content. We did feel like it was a little bit too grown for her, but we could not deny the talent. Think about a plant. A plant, if you don't face it in the right direction of the sunlight, it grows weird. Like I noticed one of my plants, I told my Aunt Dell how one side is fuller than the other. And she said, is one side facing the sunlight more than the other? And I was like, yes. She said, all you gotta do is just turn the plant so it will get equal sunshine on both sides. And now the plant is full. So sometimes we have to take what is a child's gift and help them grow in it. And if you don't feel comfortable, find someone who is, but don't knock it, don't completely shut it down. I remember when I first started writing poetry, it wasn't fully welcome. It wasn't fully welcome because I'll admit I was doing it when I should have been doing homework. But instead of saying, I understand you like this, let's work on this, I was chastised. And I want to get more in detail on that, but this video is going longer than I expected. But it's just be very careful with how, don't be so quick to shun people and their gifts because you don't know how that will blossom. You don't know how that can bless their life, their passion, but you shut it down because you don't understand it and you deem it as grotesque, and it's really just different. And there's nothing wrong with different.